channel. Welcome. We are in Albania, Pogradec, Albania. We're going to take a walk around the area, take everybody else, say if anyone wants to say anything, send the message. We are watching the messages as well and everything else. Let me flip it around, show you. So this is the back of us, the Albanian flag. It's a red flag, black two-headed eagle and everything else. We are outside the lake area. See if I can flip it around. There we go. You want to take a look. It's a little display. You got a little lights. You got streams and everything else going on. You guys want to check out? We are live on YouTube. Welcome, CoolTTech. So we're just going to take a walk around and everything else. Let's see. Flip it around for a sec. Switch it and just. That is the lake. This is usually the time period of everybody taking a walk around the town with the family, friends, cousins, everybody else like that, walking around and everything. If you hear a lot of noise, there is a lot of people around. It's a beautiful area. You got also area with flowers, roses, and everything else around. So it's a cool area. I don't know why my screen keeps locking. Maybe it wants me to go this way, yeah. But it's flowers, you got trees, you got the Albanian flag up there, and there's an area for you for concerts and everything else. I'll flip around for me so people don't bother by it, and I'll show you a little bit of the concert. Anyone wants to talk about anything, message in the chat. Yeah, live chat, all messages, nothing's coming in. But this is where we are right now today. We're just walking around the town. We had a little bit of food before we started, got a little fresh burger and everything else. And it's a cool area. It is, weather is dry, heat, and so in the fall, around like 6, 7 o'clock, it does cool down a lot. So we thought we'd take that opportunity to do this video. Live stream is a little bit better. Maybe we'll do one in the middle of the day tomorrow. Earlier when it's actually kind of so. Hold on, let me flip it again. But yeah, you got the flowers everywhere, fresh flowers. Everybody, there's people take care of everything. It's the area of the concert. It's like a little area where you can sit and everything else. You have concerts, plays, and everything else you can have. You got a lot of small restaurants, local. You got hotels nearby. You got stands and everything else for food, sunflower seeds, corn, and everything else. I'll show you the actual lake part of it. It's a bright lake. You guys can see the fish, but it is a beautiful lake. It is connected north with North Macedonia and everything else like that. It is linked with it. So technically, if you really have enough gas and boat, you can literally go from Albania, Pogradec, Albania to North Macedonia. Just drive across from it. There's no borders or anything to stop you for that. You got mountains. The cool part about this area in Pogradec is half of it is a lake area. The other half is mountains and city and stuff like that too. So you got both. So if you're a hiker, you have area to hike. If you like the beach and everything else, you have an area to go to the beach. You like foods, there's a lot of different local foods, good burgers, good, and everything else. The local thing I like is called the karnatska. It's like same thing as ground beef, but just the spices and herbs. Spices are a little bit different. The best way to get it is if it's charcoal grilled, pan-seared, it will taste okay, but it have too much oil and everything else. You want that dryness. You want that little burnt taste to it. It gives it a good flavor with the local cheese, local bread. Everything's made fresh every day and everything else like that. It is a beautiful town. It is a lake town. I'm not seeing anything. But here we go, let's do this bag. Got restaurants everywhere. You got people walking around all day. So the cool part about it is around 7:30, 8 o'clock, there's a certain area of the street that will get blocked off. There's no car movements and everything. So even the main road of that street you can walk with people. You got everybody walking around till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. You have restaurants open that way. I did get a new cut, by the way. Got a fresh cut. Picked up a new ring, a pinky ring. It looks like a red, black, and 2 swords on it. Just something nice to pick up for ourselves. And I don't know what else to say. There's no questions in the comments right now, so he's not helping me right now. But you got hotels everywhere. So you got a little restaurant and the hotel right on top. Everything else. You have boats you can rent out. You got the cool part about it. If you don't have an umbrella, you don't have a chair or anything like that, you want it, you can rent one out for a couple bucks, not even a couple quarters more or less. Not really that expensive for a few hours. Every hotel area, every restaurant has a certain area that's being used. You go to the guy, you give him a couple bucks, you go in the lake. It's warm, it's beautiful, it's natural water, fresh. You can catch fish, you can do anything you want with it. It is a kind of chilly right now. The good part about this kind of weather, it is dry heat. So you're not getting that humidity-based heat on you. That's gonna hurt you. That's gonna make it feel like it's higher degrees than it really is. But also the other factor is if it rains, it gets cold. So also bring jackets and everything else if it's gonna look like it's gonna pour or something like that. Here, when it pours, it becomes cold. So what's going on? What do you guys think so far? Let me show you. I'll go into the area that I can actually show you the beach a little bit better. Because there was no really a way to walk into that, to the sand for the other side. Let me show you. So this is the sand area. You see, like this is some of them, but you got proper ones further down. We'll walk. Like you got restaurants in the lake area, everything else. Like you see the mountains everywhere. Like you got a lot of trees, a lot of good fresh air, good natural air, and everything like that. So I'll show you more things. The cool part is you do have a lot of stands for sunglasses, for other things, balls, and everything else. If you want to buy a ball to play volleyball, you have a section for volleyball. Actually, I saw that today. You got a big slide into the water. I noticed that today as well when I was walking around. Finally got a chance to actually come down to the beach, take a walk around. I was here out last night as well, doing the stroll and everything. That's what we'll call it, a stroll. It's more or less for everybody to walk, but you take a stroll with your friends and family and just walk around, talk to people. So you got sunglass stands, you got whatever you need, you pretty much can find it out here. You want playing cards, you can find it. And then you'll see you guys big supermarkets right nearby, because the other half is also restaurant, stuff like that. There's a restaurant called Friends. It's kind of cool, I saw. Check it out, see? You got the sunglass stands, you got a lot of choices for sunglasses. You'll like sunglasses. And everything else like that. Then you got the beach down here. Okay, let me switch it up. You can hear the local language, everybody talking. The cool part about Pogradec is a lot of different towns will come in here. So the capital, people from the capital, starting maybe after work on Friday or early Saturday, drive down. It depends on what part of the capital you are. It could be 2 hours, it could be longer. Depends on where you're starting and much traffic. But this place gets packed over the weekend. Everybody, they love the lake, they love the food. One of the best food towns is Pogradec because it's how everything is grown, raised, a lot of area. It's the soil. Soil is a lot of rock-based soil here, and also really good quality water. You can actually drink it from the tap. You don't have to have it filtered or anything like that. It's straight up from the tap. You can just grab a glass, fill it up to drink it. And then it actually is decently cold too. It's not like it's kind of warm. It's actually decently cold from the tap. So that makes, when you're growing your own tomatoes, your cucumbers, or from the farms, it makes the quality so much better, so much healthier for you as well. So let's take a look. We'll flip around the beach. We'll step down. There's nowhere really to step down. I want to hurt ourselves already, but It's kind of a beautiful town with a lot of local people. There is a decent amount of people that will speak English to you, but if there isn't, they'll make it work with you. They'll explain the money, they'll explain everything. The cool part is you can get a SIM card if you have an unlocked phone to get internet and everything. But the other thing is every restaurant has Wi-Fi. Just ask for the password, they'll give it to you with the password, so you can connect with your friends and family that way as well. If you need to make a call, you can use apps, stuff like that to make calls. And little things like that makes it so much of a difference. And the funniest part about it is some friends I've had here come up, and my cousin and her husband. The coolest part about it is that he thought he got up around 7:30 in the morning, went downstairs, and there's bars open. You can get your coffee, and the local custom is raki. You can call it grappa. What I call it is European moonshine, because it goes down smoothly, but it has a decent kick to it and everything like that. So you can drink your beer, have your breakfast at the same time, and your coffee before you go to work. So a lot of people here just have a glass of raki and a coffee. That's their breakfast right there. Really, a lot of people don't eat. It depends on what you do and the kind of work you do. So let's see, you got a little area for the kids that you can have them go on rides and everything else. You got little cars that you can rent out. It's a little speed track and everything else like that. You got a lot of little wild dogs. They're usually friendly. Depends on the dog, depends on the area. Anyone messed with them, but more or less a lot of the dogs are friendly. So let's take a look right here. You got area for the kids to go into, play, have fun. You got a trampoline. You got a little train they can go on. They got other rides and stuff like that. You got a helicopter, Pikachu, looks like a horse ride, and stuff like that. You got speed boats. Almost forgot about the speed boats. I did mention that earlier. Let me show you. See, speed boats you can rent out. You can go on and drive around, take a ride. You got boats you can rent and stuff like that. You got guys selling balloons, the cool design to them, and everything else like that. You got actual small bars in the actual stand area, so you can get your drinks and sit down, relax in a few minutes. You could also rent out bikes to take a walk or a ride around the area and then bring it back. So that's pretty cool as well. Yeah, we are breathing heavy. We gotta lose some weight and get more exercise in ourselves. I keep looking back and forth because you got little kids are running around like everywhere, so just want to make sure the kids are safe. And the cool part is, I noticed this today. You've seen the videos on YouTube and everything else with the Turkish coffee, the Turkish ice cream places. You got one right here. They'll play you the games and everything else. And you got also things you can win and everything else like that. So you can take a walk, have fun, get some food, talk, stay at the beach still. If you don't mind the coldness, you can stay as late as you want. But it does get dark as well. You got lights in the area, but not towards the beach area as well. So, any comments? Anyone want to talk about anything? Let's see. What do we got? We are not muting a mic. See, top comments, nothing. Oh, comments. Okay. So just gotta take your time, figure it out. They're really good at writing everything, so you can walk around. They're used to people walking around. So I don't know what else to show you actually. Right over here will be kind of cool to show you. Let's take a look. So we got the beach. Actually, we're gonna walk into the beach. It's nice sand. It's rocky, but it's actually really nice, soft too. You got cheaper ones that just have the actual tents, the umbrellas. You bring your own towel and they're laying down on the floor, on the sand. You got ones with the actual city and everything else, and an umbrella. So two chairs, two whatever you want to call them, little couches or beach things with an umbrella, so that covers 2 people, and you can grab them next to each other. There's always a guy watching everything. Let's go take a walk to the actual beach side of it. Then we're near the bridge. We'll take a walk on the bridge itself, show you the slide and everything else like that. But let's see. Actually, you can see the fish right now. Look, there's one moving right in front of us. There's little guys, and the deeper you get in, the bigger they're gonna be. We're just gonna walk near the beach area. We don't want to bother people and stuff like that. But this is where we are today, Pogradec, Albania. If you ever want to check it out, it is a beautiful place to check out. It's a lot of culture as well. We'll do another stream, maybe take around the proper, see if the culture stuff. There's a hotel I want to check out. It's like a little small hotel. Originally was a museum, became a hotel. There's a coffee shop underneath it and a restaurant at the same time. So it's actually kind of cool. There's statues everywhere with important people. I don't even remember half of them. I left when I was 10, this area. Oh, so this is what this is. Looks like you got a lifeguard right here. Lifeguard stand. And the guy forgot his lighter, probably ran out of juice. So somebody's watching. There's more safety than when I was a kid. Then you got paddle boats for the water, so you can take it out, rent it out for a certain go in, so you can go deeper. It is very, you got to go decently far to get actually pretty deep on your body, and sometimes it depends on how the sand is moved, that you can actually go in deep. It's to your stomach. I don't know where it's to your legs. It just changes randomly because it depends the waves and everything else over the night, how the sand got moved around. So here's the paddle boat I was talking about. It looks like a little dolphin. It's an old one. Looks like it needs some work. You got the fin on the other one of them, and then the other one's missing the fin, but you got the head. It looks like a dolphin boy and a girl, because how the eyelashes are. Oh, they're both girls. Just one of them is the eyes so worn out and everything like that. So if I keep flipping the camera, just mention in the comments. I'm not used to streaming like this, walking around. So I'm trying to get a good feel to it and see how we do it for the first time. And do it next time better. Every time we do it, get better. Trying to get the YouTube fully up and running. Have a little fun with something we like to do. We thought we'd change it up since we're away for 2 weeks, doing some personal matters. But we will talk about those later in life. If we ever really want to talk about those, that we change it up a little bit. I usually haven't done the TikToks or anything like that right now. So I just took a mental break for a few days. Just dealing with some stuff. Anyone want to mention a comment? Somebody's at least watching. I see one person in the chat. Come on. Anything? Somebody mentioned comments and I'm not seeing it. If I'm breathing heavy, sorry. I will move the mic a little bit better. Just got to get used to more cardio. Got to get used to moving around a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, much better. But you see, it's different designs. Every area has a different design to it and everything else like that. What did we miss? You get little stands that have sodas, water, other drinks, ice cream, candy bars, little chips, and other snacks that you can grab on the go to make it a little bit easier on yourself. Get some power energy. Everything like that. But no one's gonna bother you or anything like that. There's always somebody helping you figure out easily. There's always stores that have somebody speaking English, at least one employee of them, or the owner or somebody. So you can get by them. You have Google Translate, that will help you a lot. You can translate the money and everything, value, how much money will cost and everything like that. We're just talking and walking. We haven't done that in a while. All right, I'm gonna show you some more boats. That's what I'm seeing right now until we get to the actual bridge. Not really a bridge, more of for boats and stuff, big boats. So a dock, that's the word. You got a basketball hoop up there. You can see it. You got little areas. You can sit down. Little benches, that's the word I'm looking for. See, I'm a little more on the nervous. Live stream. But see, more of the rowboats. Then you got the old style design with actual wooden paddles and everything. And then you put them in the little holes and just take it out. A lot of people, I don't know how it used to be. Used to be you could fish with no license or anything. Now it's a lot of rules and guidelines you got to go through. There's ones they use to go decently far, to throw their rods and everything else to catch fish. You got a floating one up there for safety precautions. You got areas blocked off and everything like that. Oh, cool. That's what I wanted to show you. For kids, if you have little kids, you have an area that you can rent a little vehicle, electrical vehicle, and they can drive around. The logo has cars on it, so that's the funniest part about the whole thing. Let's see. We have still battery. We're good on battery. I do have the windbreaker, so that should help a decent amount. Go that way. So that might be a little bit more comfortable. But I don't know, here's a different design to it, so you can have more people and everything else like that. All right, let's go up further upwards. Yeah, we'll go up this way. So we're in the stand. We got our shoes dirty. Just a little water. We'll clean them up later. It's not gonna hurt us. We got also rental bikes. I did mention that earlier. And you got some areas that actually have like foosball to play on the road. You can win balls and everything else like that. But we got 2 people live watching. Anything you want to see, mention in the comments. Okay, we lost one. Never mind. So this is the thing I was trying to explain a little bit earlier. Right here. That is. Then you got bars right next to the walkway and everything else. You can get food, ice cream, anything you want. So let's keep walking. We'll go to the big slide and the dock. And the fun part is now they fixed the dock. Half the dock was damaged a while back, maybe over 2 or 4 years ago. But they properly fixed it so you can go from the beginning of the dock to the end. You can walk, you can jump off the sides or the back of it. Hold on one sec. Sorry, the kid was losing his ball. Thought I'd help him a little. So we are a lot of wild dogs as well. They're usually pretty friendly. Looks like it's a slow night. Maybe later on tonight there'll be more walking. And we'll do another area of walking tomorrow or another. We actually have our beach here on the lake for a couple hours. Sorry about that, we lost connection, so I thought we'd take us a little seat, get the reconnect, and we'll start back up and catch our breath. Any comments so far? Nope, no messages so far, but everybody's, if they like it, hit like, comment, and everything like that. Tell your friends, your family. We'll do a couple more of these. Here, we're gonna actually go to the beach side because this area, we're losing connections every 2 steps we take. Earlier, near the beach, actually had a better connection because it's closer to the trees and everything else, so that might be affecting the signal strength. We did get a decent amount of gigabytes. We got a SIM card added to it. We removed ours, so we can actually do this easier than trying to pay. So this is kind of cool. It's like a Hawaiian themed look to it. Then you got the standard look to it as well, but every place has one, and you can stay as late as you want, it looks like. And you have more boats actually with, and then you got in the water valuable, or the other area, the outside valuable as well. So that's kind of cool. You know, we're walking towards that guy right now. So I'll just keep pushing. Okay. We keep losing, you guys. We're not used to doing this, and depends on the signal strength. Hey, we have two. Anyone want to say anything in the comments? Be helpful. Any ideas to what we should show next? All right, let's take a walk. I'll make sure we don't chub over here. So they have the boat anchored with the sand and everything. Some more of the water valuable. This is actually closer to the sand, but not as deep as the last one. But it's pretty cool. We should have kept the water with us, grabbed the water from the restaurant we ate. It was stop and go. Not a bad burger. We got a burger and fries, cheeseburger, with everything on it. Looks like a lot of ball. Oh, no. So it's netting, so you know this is an area. It's only for people to play, not any boats or anything like that, for safety precautions. You see little floaties and everything else in there. All right, we'll take, and then you got other designs like actual good foam, good seating and everything, comfortable, heavier duty style. So we got to get something that doesn't shake as much, but that's later and come in a higher quality camera. We are trying to get a new phone. Maybe when we get back, we'll order something. So the higher quality camera, but for first time walk around stream and everything else is not bad. You see, you got the slides, you got the stairs going up to the slide, everything. So let's take a walk inside the dock. Bridge. Not really a bridge, because usually bridges are connected to one from one area to another. And so you have more boats, somebody setting up to go in to catching fish. We don't want to bother him. So this is the cool part. We can actually see further into the area. So let me show you this. This is not blocked off because people are going to go in, check it out. It looks like it's being worked on to have sections. But it's not as deep as you would think. But that's also a good thing for little kids that are trying to do the slide. Not just adults and older kids for it. So you got the stairs. We might go up there in a sec, so we can show you a higher view of everything around it. But let's take a look at it over here. See if we can walk on to this. Looks like this wooden one is blocked off for right now. So okay, never mind, we can't go up the stairs. That part is blocked off as well. Looks like it's only when the lifeguard and somebody's here for safety precautions. And you can go off fishing off of this area. Somebody's trying to fish, so we won't bother them. But we'll go for another 10 minutes. We're going to stop the stream. If anyone else wants to join in, come in, say hi, ask any questions you want to know. Let's bend here for a sec. I'll show you this part. It's a beautiful area. It's fresh, cool water. But you also got to be careful in some areas. There's a lot of rocks. So you really got to be careful where you're stepping onto. It could be glass, it could be anything around it as well. So sometimes you just got to be careful where you're walking to. You're trying to get into the water. Like the good part about it, where the actual slide is not a lot of, it's more safety. So that's the cool part, is they did clean that area before they put in the slide, so no one gets hurt. So it's all just sand, no rocks. You never know, it could be a bottle, something in there, a can, anything like that. But mostly, you see you got the valuable section as well outside the water for people to play volleyball. Looks like you've got a area for the ref to be on as well. We'll keep walking further down, show you a little bit more of an area. So you got beach volleyball, you got water volleyball, and everything like that. It's a beautiful area. I keep saying beautiful, but it is, especially when it does get hot and you will burn. So keep that suntan, sun lotion, or whatever you want to tan close by. The sand does get pretty hot. So if you like heated sand, your joints or your nerves are hurting you, your back, you don't need a hot pad. Just lay on the sand for a few hours, fall asleep on that thing. That thing will heal you up right away. So you see people saying the area is closed for the slide and everything. But like, see, more boats that people go into fishing. Looks like, you see, I just noticed one thing that I didn't notice earlier. Might be everyone has different, but it looks like it has a license plate telling you who owns it, a record for people, the fisherman, for safety precautions and fish. Because there's not as much fish as there was years ago. So it is more, you can't catch as much as you can. You got to be specific amount you can catch, days, and they tell you pretty much maybe every week. I'm not 100% about that information, but I know there's a certain amount you only can catch. Let's see, you got it all blocked off. It's like a whole professional court for volleyball. Let's walk into that volleyball right now. More boats, rowboats and everything else. Looks like a rowboat with a slide in the back of it. You see what I mean about like pretty professional? They have it measured out and everything else like that. You got little tables so you can sit down, eat your food, relax. I think this might be something professional, because you got also sponsors for it. Let me show you the signs. I think one of them might be a restaurant, and the other one might be the soccer. Could be basketball or soccer. I'm not sure what it's saying. Anyone knows, mention in the comments. Help us with that. There's a lot of different posters and everything. Let me show you the other side. These guys right here. I don't know if they're building what they're building. Maybe somewhere where people can sit to watch. You see more signs over here. And then you got another professional setting. The signs measured out and everything. And you got a lot of steps more or less, or sitting area for everybody to watch the game. And then you can hear the music coming up. Sorry about that. We got lost connection again. If you didn't hear us, we're just showing the other volleyball section and the seating and everything else like that. So you got a lot of cool area to check out. You have hills, you got a lake, you got history you can check out. There's markets, local markets that you can walk around, talk to locals, and try to figure out a price for clothes, for anything you need, jewelry. We did pick up some silver ring. The pinky one is the newest one. The other one's like a 5-year-old ring we picked up here. So it's a cool, small town, but beautiful, with a lot of good culture, a lot of good people, a lot of good food. I mean good food. You got also good fish, the local fish. It's crop. It's like a thicker, heavier fish. There's stores that can have other types of fish, but that is the local. It's not as common as it used to be because you can't catch it as more. It's more farm raised now, not from the lake and everything else. So, and you got police walking around everywhere. You got other people. You have restaurants in the physical beach area. Then they have in the grass set up so people could sit. They fixed it up and everything else. I like these. I might actually see if we can get one of these guys tomorrow. It's kind of family, Paris, London, other little signs that show other areas and everything else. But I like the umbrellas. Like, you got the sand on top, the straws and everything else on top of it. So it just gives it a good fresh and everything else. It's not a cloth, so it's not going to get as hot and stuff like that. And you got good area to sit, and you got the lake right in front of you. And then there's a restaurant right next to it, so you can get drinks. There's bathrooms inside the restaurant, get your food and everything else like that. So we're gonna go for another 5 minutes on the stream, 3 or 4 minutes. No one mentions any comments. If anyone mentions comments, we'll stay longer. It is getting a little darker, so you're probably not seeing as well. We'll try to do a midday when I'm sweating like a pig kind of stream tomorrow. But it is kind of cool. And the good part is it is safe to leave them out here. It's not like you got to take them off every night and put them away. It looks like these guys really don't close. Looks like you got lights that solar panel lights on top of them just to help you see at night. Some are working, some of them are flashing. You have flowers everywhere, so it is a good area for fresh air and everything else like that. The coolest thing is you got little things that look like Coca-Cola, but they're actually food stand slash snacks, drinks, and little things like that to make your food experience kind of cool. And you got cold drinks and everything around it. So it is really cool design to it, to have the more restaurants, because the restaurant on the other side of the main road, there's restaurants only one way going down. And then you got into the closer to the actual lakeside, closer to the beach area, the sand, everything. You have more restaurant section. So what do you guys think? We'll have the video up in a couple hours, maybe less. We did do a preview video for like 5-6 minutes, and we're probably go to North Macedonia on Sunday. And if we do, I don't know if I'll stream. I'll record because I don't have minutes. I don't have the card working for. I only have it for Albania, not for North Macedonia or any other country. So I'll record, see if I can edit it. If I don't, I'll just put it in like it is. We'll show you that lake area because it is the same, but different areas. You got kids riding bikes, just go through the middle, everybody, and everything like that. Oh, we got one like, thank you. Any more likes, comments, subscribe, mention to friends, family. We'll do more. Past 2 weeks, we'll try to get a couple more in here. It just depends on how our business is working out. The thing we really came for. We're just gonna take a seat for the rest of the time. We're burnt out. And our back's starting to hurt. But it is nice, fresh air and everything else. You got a lot of local food, customs. And there's the fun part about it. You don't have to have a vehicle yourself. You can rent vehicles for the day or the whole time you're here. But there is vans and stuff. There is certain times you have to be in there. But there's vans that can take you to everywhere you want. You can grab taxis. They're not expensive. It depends on the person and the taxi driver. But they're not too expensive. And you can walk or take a taxi. Google map it. Show them the area, the name of the place. A lot of them will know the town that you're trying to talk to. If you have a specific address, they'll kind of know. They'll get you as close as possible. And then the person you're meeting up with, have them meet you in the local area that everybody will know to make it easy on you and them. Any comments? To see anyone want to say anything else before we go off? So thank you for checking out this live stream. We just took a walk around the lake area. We'll do another one with more of what it looks like when it's actually sunny and bright and kind of hot. Not kind of hot, but actually hot. And we'll maybe take a walk around one area that has more of a historical site, more of museums or stores and stuff like that, that shows more of the beauty of the country. I can't really do the hills. The hills are pretty tough and it's not. Will we lose some weight? We'll be right back. Whenever we come back, we'll try to lose some weight, and we'll go into the hills section. But if you guys want to check anything else out on the channel, we do recordings of walkthrough games, tech unboxings, and all those things. Like, comment, subscribe. Mention anything you want to talk about in the comments. Thank you for checking out this live stream, and have a nice day. And cool. Say it in. You don't mind? No, I'm going to say your name. If you have anything else you want me to show you guys before I cut this off, just mention it to WhatsApp. Anyone in the office and stuff like that.